My name is Raymond West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where I separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today I'll be talking about the topic of the Neterus. This is ancient or Kemetic term. When we say what is a Neteru, we are talking about the Kemetic word for a god and a goddess. Okay, in ancient Kemet, we have the principles of godhood that talks about the philosophy of embodying certain principles in the life of a human being. And what these concepts postulate is that we as humans, we are gods. And we have the powers of these gods. And we need to be able to behave or embody the deities that we venerate inside us. So this will make us like vessels for our ancient or African deities. So a Neteru is a living embodiment of a divine consciousness, or rather a human being that embodies the principles of a certain deity in that they venerate. For instance, we have the deity of wisdom, which is called Tehuti or Jehuti, or Ems in Greece, Ems Trimegistus, Ems the twice or thrice great, Ems the great, the great, the great. This is the name that they call Tehuti in ancient Greece. So, what is the role of Tehuti? Tehuti is that deity that represents wisdom and writing, anything about science, mathematics, logic, philosophy, how to think right, how to live right, how to study the area of knowledge, scientific curiosity, everything about wisdom. This is the deity that venerates it. And you see that deity represented as a Iblis bird with that always holding a pen, always writing. Now, this deity is in charge of wisdom. So, how do you embody this deity? You embody this deity by uh, enumerating or copying the characteristics of this deity, by getting interested in studying, trying to know more, trying to be more curious about your planet, your environment, what is happening about you, and always trying to be better, to acquire knowledge that the right knowledge that is applicable to bring about progress, prosperity, good things into your life. So for us to embody these principles, we have to live them. And how do we live them? We have to resurrect them inside us. Okay, in other words, we need to copy, behave like them, okay, emulate them, the deities. So you can bring about the qualities of a certain deity by copying the characteristics and emulating the qualities or the characteristics of that deity. Okay, this is how we resurrect the Neterus, the power of the gods inside us. We do the way they do. We follow them, okay, as role models. As role models, the ancient ones are set for us that these principles, these are the principles that will guide us in the area of academic wisdom. We need Tehuti for this. In the area of spirituality, we need deities like assets for this. We need like in the area of economics, we need like the deities like Sekhmet for this kind of thing. Then for love, we need Heteru for this kind of. So these principles, you follow them and you become them. Okay, by embracing them, following the teachings of the deity, and venerating the deity, giving libations, giving offering. This is how we uh, assume the characteristics of this deity, and the deity will now become the living personification of this deity. Okay, the more we go in tune into the deity, by meditating, the calling the names of these deities in our meditations, in our prayers, And doing the rituals associated with certain type of these deities, we bring them into our consciousness, and that's part of us that resonates with them. We give it more attention, and the deity starts to uh, empower us and start to grow more and more stronger in our body, in our mind, spirit, and our soul. So this is how we incorporate the principles of this deity. So in African spirituality, we have different deities representing different principles, and each of us have these principles that we feel connected to, that represent our destiny or represent the things that we want to learn about. So we attach ourselves to these deities, or sometimes they come to us, and we just flow together organically. This is how it primarily works. Now, one thing you will notice about Kemetic deities, and not only Kemetic deities, African deities in general, is that as a god, the power of a god, the major power is to create and to destroy. When you hear the word God, it means generation, operation, and operator and destroyer. So as a god, you have capacity for good and evil. You have capacity for creating and also for destroying. As a god, you have the certain principles that you live by, that are guided, uh, that are guiding your activities in this world. So, what will make you a powerful deity is so to enforce the ability or the will to enforce those principles in this physical world. This is what will make you a very, very powerful deity that people will respect, and people will not mess with. You must live by your principles. Okay, and one of the principles is that of balance and fairness, fair judgment, and also with this comes the ability or the responsibility to punish evil and reward good. Okay, this is very, very important. As a god, you must stand by the principles of the deity that you're venerating. Okay, these principles is what will guide you, guide your life, and also be protecting you as well. So you must be able to stand for what you think is right, which is a balance or equity, fairness, harmony. And for you to stand by this, you must have capacity to stand against evil, to withstand evil, and to destroy evil. So, as a God, when you see anything that is going wrong in your domain, in your life, in your environment, in your community, in your family, in your country, in your society, in the world at large, you must be able to stand to defend good things and to stand against evil. This is what makes you a god in totality, in all ramifications. A Neteru, or a god, to see evil and let it slide, or have this notion of forgiveness, forgiving the enemies. This is a very wrong notion. Okay, when you say people do bad things, instead of punishing them, you say I'm leaving it for somebody else, especially when you have capacity, you have means, you have will to do something about it. Then you're now forgiving the evil. This is all does not make you a god. It makes you an accomplice to evil. It makes you an accomplice, and it makes you an evil spirit in a way, because you see something going wrong, you do not do anything about it, or people are taking advantage of you, picking on you, oppressing you, taking things from you, insulting you, stealing from you, just totally disrespecting you. But instead of you doing something about it in any small capacity as possible, you are praying to an external deity that is very, very far from you, hoping that that person will come and fight your battle, or you are forgiving them. A god does not forgive. If a god forgives, then there's no, you cannot be a god when you Continue to forgive your enemies that are planning on killing you, that are disrespecting you. You are forgiving them. What kind of God are you? Where is your God credibility? Let me use this way. Where is your street credibility or your God credibility? If you see evil being done to you and you cannot do anything about it, okay, will you have any God credibility? Any street God creds or something? You will not have any God credits if you be letting things slide on a daily, on a regular. This does not make you a God. It makes you a poto. Let me use that term. It makes you a grass that anybody can step on and nothing will happen. It makes you a toothless bulldog, a dog that can only bark but cannot bite. Okay, it makes you inferior. It makes you weak. It makes you have no value. You cannot be a god. A god must have power, must have his own venom, must have his own thunder to be able to strike at the heart of the enemy. That when you come out, people will know, yes, this person is strong man, this person is strong woman, this person have capacity to be able to do something, to be able to hurt you. Okay? This is why this is how you become a god. This is why we see animals in the bush are respected. Take a snake, for instance. A snake has venom. When you try to attack, it can bite. If that tiny snake bites you, you will die. You have to respect that animal. Okay? Every animal in the world, they have something that they use to protect themselves from evil or from danger. Okay? As a god, you must have godlike powers. What are your superpowers to be able to protect yourself from evil? You must have something. We don't practice, how would I say, non-violent spirituality in African spirituality. We are not pacifists. As a hardcore African spirituality person, you must be able to balance the light and the darkness, study them, to know them. We have aspects of African spirituality that are created or that exist to protect ourselves, to protect what we value, to protect our space. This is the way life is. So some people coming here to say African spirituality is a kind of kumbaya thing, or love the earth, hug the tree. If somebody slap you, turn the other cheek. That is bullshit. Okay, total BS. It will not, you will not be respected. You will have no value. This notion comes from Christianity because the Christians need the people that they are oppressing to be powerless. So Christianity teaches don't do anything, don't protect yourself. Your God, there's an invisible entity out there called Jesus and his angels and his ragtag angels that will protect you. They want you to be powerless so that they can steal things from you, they can rob you blind, they can kill you anytime they want, and you can do nothing back to them. Okay? This is how Christianity operates. It make you leave everything that you can use to protect yourself, leave everything that you are doing, and follow them like a fool so that they can enslave you. So this does not happen in African spirituality. Here we empower you with the knowledge, the wisdom to be able to do things to protect yourself. We teach you how to develop your own mechanisms to protect yourself. So that's why we have different kind of spells. We have the study of the light and the dark hearts. Okay, when we see these hearts, these parts that you see, they are there for a reason. Okay, the darkness and everything inside, the petrification, the destruction, the power of that so-called black adder, that thing that people is calling evil. I call it atomic energy of African spirituality. Okay, that chaos board that is there, that ever revolving or power that is there, that dark melanated consciousness that is always boiling, always as a state of turmoil, of unrest, that very thing that is bringing out the life is there for the protection of the African people. Yes, as a power that is living, as a power that is that cannot be tamed, it is there for a reason. It needs to be like that, so that somebody cannot take it away, so that somebody cannot be able to capture it, so that somebody cannot be able to understand how it works, so that they can abuse it. So that power that we have in this African spirituality, that thing they call that dark matter consciousness, that is the manifestation block of this universe. It is there as a means to protect life and to give value to life, and also to give us that respect, or that wisdom that there's something that is always greater than you. And this very thing is something you must respect, something you must protect, something you must keep as your own venom in this way. I don't know if people are understanding me. These building blocks of the African consciousness, or the building blocks of nation, this thing that they would like to call dark matter, melanin, or the adverse tree of life, which is the tree of death, or this essence of life that gives life to the living and takes life from the living. This very thing, this very essence, is something that a God needs to nurture in them. The capacity to create and to destroy. We give you that understanding that life is very fragile, and it is worth protecting. As a God, you should be able and have a responsibility to punish your enemies, not to forgive your enemies, especially when your enemies have not shown remorse for what they have done to you. Okay? So you cannot be a powerful Neteru if you don't have capacity to destroy, or you don't know how to protect yourself. I'm sorry to say this, but this is the truth. This is why we the light and the darkness. We study the light and the darkness to bring that balance in our life in African spirituality. You cannot say you want to study only one part, then neglect the other part. You will be powerless. That mentality comes from Christianity. Christianity wants you to be powerless. It don't want you to have your own way of protecting yourself. You see, you get it? So in hardcore African spirituality, for we to become the real Neterus, we must have principles that we must live and die by. These principles will protect us. These principles will let people know that we have our own dignity, our own integrity, our own personality. You cannot mess with us and get away with it. You cannot disrespect us. You cannot come and kill one of our children or take something from us and you can walk free. We have mechanisms to protect ourselves. That's why you must learn the dark hearts of African spirituality. This is very, very important. Okay, so you can be able to push your enemies as far away from you as possible. When enemies hurt you, you must know how to do them something back. When you do one, you do two, the rest ones will run away from you. They will know that this is somebody you don't mess with. They will leave you to be at peace. But when they know that you don't have any capacity, you always forgive. They will still be finding way to come and be hurting you. They will not stop because you don't do anything. You don't retaliate. Okay? So you must learn how to protect yourself. So those aspects of African spirituality that some people say don't do this, don't do that, a lie. You must know them. Try to know one or two things. I will say try to know 3 or 7 things, or even 10 and 50 things that you can be able to use to protect yourself. This is logical thing to do. This is the rational thing to do. This is the way that people live. Look at every country in the world today. Let me give you an example of the so-called countries that we call world power today. Take Japan, or China, America, Britain, France. What give them this so-called world power they are talking about, or first world, or status, or what they claim? The thing that gives them this power is that they have capacity to defend themselves. They have a very strong military. They have the most advanced, latest weapons. they have what you call nuclear bomb or atomic bombs. Some of them have this. This is their own venom. This is their own poison. Okay, now people say these are bad, these are bad. It is not bad if you know how to use it. Okay, when people know that you have capacity to destroy them, they will not mess with you. They will respect you. They will listen to you. Okay, this is how life is. If these things are not good, why do these people have it? Okay, why do they have it? And why do they protect it? Now we come to African spirituality. Some people are saying, this is evil, this is bad. You can only go here that you are saying spirituality, you only use herbs. Anything beyond herbs is evil stuff. No. I beg to differ. Okay, you are just weak as a Pacifics. You don't want people to protect themselves. You should be able to have knowledge of that other dark side, so that you can use the power of that dark side to protect the light side from people that want to destroy the light side. So this way you bring harmony. The so-called darkness and the so-called light, they are needed in certain extent to harmonize with each other, to work harmoniously, to bring balance. Okay? Somebody said that you can never have peace without your pistol. Meaning you can never have peace if you don't have something that will protect you from evil people. A good man, a harmless man, is not a good man. If you say I'm harmless, I can do no wrong, I practice non-violent, I cannot protect my... Anybody can run into you at any time. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry. This is what Christianity wants. We see a lot of Christians being kidnapped every day in Nigeria. No God flies down, no angel flies down to come and help them. We see all this. Not if you cannot fight your enemies. No, your enemies God will not fight it for you. Let me just tell it this way. You have to use common sense to apply wisdom to life. People that are hurting you, if you keep forgiving them, they will never stop. You must. That's why we have laws in every country. When somebody hurts somebody, you have a system that will bring justice. We have police, we have courts. All this is set up to enforce justice, because no justice will come from anywhere if somebody is not in a place to do something. In the ancient time, in our African societies, somebody takes something that belongs to you. It's either you go to complain at the king place, and they will call the village dibia, they will do their... They will find out who did this thing. And they call the people in. If you know you don't do this, you swear. People will swear, and the spirit will come and catch that person. Okay, we have a spiritual courts. We still have those spiritual courts today. If somebody here offend you or is oppressing you, you know that this person is oppressing you, you don't have money to go to police, or the person feels that he has money more than you, or he has the police in his pocket, we can go to the spiritual court of law to deal with that person. Okay, and you will get justice. So do not neglect that aspect of your life. That is what makes you a Neteru, a complete and powerful Neteru. You have knowledge or the spiritual wisdom to be able to deal with your enemies. Okay, most of us African people, we are suffering today because we neglect this aspect of us. We are neglecting that power. Christianity have made it in a way to look like when you are trying to seek justice by going after your enemies, you are not the bad guy. When somebody steals something and takes something that belongs to you, and then you go to a spiritual place to go and do something to take it back, Christianity will say you are an evil person because you go there, that you should leave it for God. Which God? Is God not there when the person was oppressing you? Is God not there when the person was stealing from you? Why did the God not do anything? Did God allow the person to steal from you? Did God allow this person to take my money? Did God allow this person to steal, take things from me? Okay, when I want to punish the person back, the God should not say anything. Because the God did not say anything the first place when this person took something from me. So the same God must keep quiet, because you didn't do anything when the person was offending me, when the person was stealing from me. You kept quiet. So continue to keep quiet while I go after this person. Because apparently you allow this person to do this to me. You didn't do anything. Then I say I should forgive. Why do you tell this person to forgive? So if somebody steals something from me now, then I'm doing my best to take it back. Am I the evil person? If you go into the bush, you see a snake on its own, then you mash the tail of the snake, and the snake bites you. Who are you going to blame? Is it the snake that bites you? Or is you that mash the tail? So, as a Neteru, as a powerful Neteru, you must not allow evil things to continue to slide. Okay, when people have been offending you, they say 3 times is a choice. 1 time may be a mistake. 2nd time may be another mistake, but 3 times is a choice. It is not a mistake. When people have been doing things to you, you let it slide, you let it slide, you let it slide. Then apparently they are still doing that behavior. It means that it is their choice. So now you should be obvious that this person is not your friend. This person is your enemy. This person is tempting you. This person is daring you. This person wants to see what you can do. Or this person thinks that you are nobody. It is clear. So what are you going to do? As a sane person, any capacity you can use to bring justice, you are free to use it. Even if it means chopping off the leg of that person or the heads just to send a statement, it should be allowed. People pray, let my enemies die, die by fire, die, die, die. Nothing they happen, the person need to die. Who they pray to need to die. Okay? It will not work. The person that you are praying to is also your own enemy. The person saw this happening and he could not do anything, or he allowed it to happen. There's some people will say it is the will of Allah. And at the will of Allah, that terrorists will kill all my children, that terrorists will kidnap my family member. It is my own will when I strike back upon the enemies with my own thunder. Allah should not talk anything. It should also be the will of Allah. I believe it is the will of Allah for my enemies to die, not to live. Okay? So in that word, your actions and decision becomes the will of the Almighty. If I choose to protect myself by any means necessary, it is the will of the Almighty. So I am the Almighty by making that decision. So if I choose to go after you because you heard against me, I am also the Almighty too. It is the Almighty going after you. Almighty versus Almighty. Make we see the Almighty way go win. Now so it's supposed to be. Okay? There is no I don't see how you want to put it. So we have been making this mistake of practicing this peaceful love your enemies, leave them for God. People that leave the enemies for God are people that don't know how to go to fight the enemy. Now then they leave them for. If you get capacity, you get the means to go after you will go after them. Okay, now lazy people or weak people, now they leave their enemies for God. Real people, real gods, they bring justice upon their enemies. They bring thunder upon their enemies. They bring fire upon their enemies. Okay? Look at the war between the so-called war between Israel and Palestine. What happened this time? Israel got offended that Hamas, their so-called enemy, went into Israel. It's not October last year. They killed over 1,000 Israelis because Israel are their natural enemies. Till today, Israel is still bombing them and killing them every day. There's no God came out of anywhere. They are the ones doing it by their own hands because they know that no God will come out. All those things they are saying in their so-called holy book is just a scam to scam African people. But they don't practice what they preach, apparently. Are not these people that are supposed to write the Bible? Where is forgiveness? That forgive your enemies 777 times. These people does not practice forgiveness because they know that forgiveness is a scam. It is you that will punish the enemy. Okay? Look at Japan now. Why do people respect Japan? Go and hurt one of their citizens. Even America. Go and hurt an American citizen. You will see the way the government will come upon you. Even if it's a country that they have been trying to infiltrate or they have been trying to destroy. Any excuse, they will just use the slightest excuse to come in and take over that country. Oh, you killed one of our citizens. We have this right to invade you. They will just invade you for that simple thing. Other people die everywhere. But they'll look for the tiny excuse. We are protecting our citizens. We are protecting people all over the world. We have to invade you and steal your natural resources. Your country is a terrorist or country. That we just find some excuses. People fear them because they have capacity to protect themselves. As a Neteru, you too must have capacity to protect yourself. Capacity is this knowledge of your African spirituality, the study of the good and the bad sides, the so-called light and darkness. You must know it. Your education cannot be half. So for those people coming here to say, this one is good, you don't pick and choose. It is for your own good. You need to have your own venom, your own poison, your own protection. So you must know that side. So when somebody fuck with you, you also do them something back. You teach them a lesson. Next time, they will not repeat that nonsense. They will know that you are not like ordinary people, that this person are Neteru. That is how you become a powerful Neteru. Okay, you don't reward evil. When those people come to steal things from you, you must have a capacity to seek justice. And you can find this knowledge and wisdom in African spirituality. In here, we have systems that we can use to seek justice. The problem is that a lot of people don't use them, or they think that they are bad things. They are there for your own protection. Okay? The venom of the cobra is not a bad thing. It is only a bad thing for the enemies of the cobra. Okay? The venom does not. It's a bad thing for the enemies. The power, the strength of a lion, of a gorilla, is not a bad thing for the gorilla. It is that strength that is protecting him. That is the strength that is using to eat and feed. You must have things that you can do to help yourself, to protect yourself. That is why we study this. To increase your capacity, to protect you, to bring justice to you. When people misbehave, you don't have any way to punish them. It is very, very sad. The next thing, you are praying to an external body. No external body will come to solve your problem. It is you that must solve that problem. So you have a responsibility to be that righteous spear of justice on this planet. That physical embodiment of justice. That thunder, that lightning bolt. You need to be like the so-called lightning bolt of Zeus. What give all these gods power? They have power to be able to destroy their enemies. What is your own power to destroy? Is it prayer? Is it forgiveness? This is weakness. Okay, it will not make you excel. You cannot be a true God when you don't have power to be able to bring justice. Okay, so we must seek to resurrect the Neterus in us, the Godhood. We must resurrect that thing that they say they have died. You must resurrect that part. Okay, you must bring the God in you. We must restart them, reject them. Okay, you must practice these hacks. They are very, very important. It is for your own protection, for your own safety, for your own peace of mind. If you cannot protect what you value, then you don't deserve it. A country that cannot protect its own people, that cannot protect its natural resources, does not deserve those natural resources. This is what we see today. Always forgiving attitude will allow people to be stepping on you, to be disrespecting you. You must not be forgiving your enemies. You must find a way to be punishing your enemies. When you punish 1, 2, 3, all the rest one will run away. They will know that this person, they need to play with him. This person, he get the way he be. They need to do anyhow with him. They'll go find somebody else to take advantage of. We must not forgive them. As far as the enemies have not repent, make it be like that till the ending. We will transfer this acrimony to the next generation. You tell your children, these people, they be evil people. They're not good. You transfer it, that generational war. We cannot allow people to come and destroy. A lot of people have used forgiveness to allow the enemy to totally incapacitate them. Somebody will be hurting you for years. He'll be asking to forgive you. He's stabbing you and say, forgive me. And still stabbing you, forgive me. When are you going to take a knife and stab him back, or push him away from him, or run away from him? When enemies see this kind of behavior, family members are the ones that are doing this. So I'm not even talking about far people. Your own family members, they say now, who no man, I they kill him. This is a parable we have in my state. Who no man, I they kill him. They will come as vulnerable people. They start causing problem in your life, wasting your money, wasting your energy, wasting your resources. In your mind, you are helping them because of family problem. Some people cannot get married on time. Some people cannot even live a life. Money that is supposed to be building house, taking care of themselves, they are using it for family. At the end of the day, the family will still insult you. What have you accomplished? What have you even done? All your good will become insults to you. So please focus on yourself. Push anybody that is an adult away from you. Don't be giving food to adults. I have made that mistake. Anybody that is an adult asking you for feeding money, that person is a pest. Okay? This is our family, especially in Nigeria. We have some family members that are very lazy and they are very good Christians at the same time. And yet they cannot help themselves. Even their God cannot help them. It is you that is working hard day and night. They want to put all their problems on you, to weigh you down, to drop your engine, to destroy your life. At the end of the day, they will start insulting you that you did nothing for them. So you should be careful of this kind of people. As a Neteru, you need to see only two things: balance, okay, order. You must abide by these principles because it will protect you. Any excess luggage, any excess weight must be discarded. Anybody that have hurt you more than 3 times must be discarded. We have some people that have hurt us more than 20 times, more than 30 times. We still have them as our brother and our sister. And then they kill you, they go. Your problem is right there with you. Person, since you have been growing up, he has been doing things against you all the time, bad things, only their name. That they here to cause problem in your life. You see, they look the person, it's not your brother. That person is not your brother or your sister. It's a mortal enemy. It is time for you to cut those kind of relationship loose. To cut them from your life. Chase them from your house. Chase them from your surrounding. Okay? All these things is things that we need to do. We need to be wise. We need to be sharp. We need to take the initiative. A Neteru does not take nonsense from people. A Neteru does not let people to tarnish their image, allow people to put mud on them or to weigh them down. It does not forgive evils. Okay? You punish evil. That is why you see the ancient Egyptian deities, they always have what we call the crook and the flail. The crook and the flail, this is the rod of a mercy and stiffness. They always hold those two things. In all ancient African kings, they have those two things. That is part of the royal symbol. The crook is for punishing evildoers. The flail is for rewarding good people. You must have those two. This is the concept that transfer into the so-called Kabbalah tree of life. Okay? The crook, the pole of mercy and stiffness. The rod of mercy and stiffness. Okay, this is the same word that is transferred into the English lexicon of the axiom called the carrot and the stick. The carrot is to reward good things. The stick is to punish. You must have those crook and flail. You must live your life with these two principles. You must hold those two things, embody them. So you must punish evil. No law can be a law if it does not have a way to enforce. That is no law. A country cannot be a country where there's no law, when injustice is the order of the day. Nobody can punish injustice. That country will be destroyed. As a human being, you must have principle to be able to punish evildoers and reward good people. A lot of people do not punish evil, they forgive. This is a major mistake. I have made this mistake a long time, and now I've come to realize that it is a wrong thing. Do not forgive your enemies, especially when they are consistent at attacking you. You must also attack back. According to one of our former coach in Nigeria, Western, he said the best form of defense is attack. You must attack back. You must know knowledge. You must practice the dark arts of African spirituality. You must hold it with one hand. You must hold the other side with one hand. When evil people come, you give them the evil. Make them eat them. You give them the cup of evil to drink, because now that one they want. When the bad people come, you give them the good thing to also drink too. You must know all these things. It is important. It is imperative. Okay, there's no way I want to say it diplomatically. You must be able to protect yourself by yourself. Before any third party want to come to help you, there are things you should or can do by yourself first. So you need to learn these things. This is the reason why I teach some of the things I teach. Okay, for those people coming here looking upon me as the bad guy, yes, this is African spirituality. We deal with the spirit of the dead. They are our ancestors, they live with us. Okay, if you want some, come and get some. We need to waste time. So this is what every spirituality do. Christians, they pray to their saints and their Jewish ghosts. Me, I pray to my ancestors and my African spirits. Okay, they are always with me. They guide me, they protect me, and they lead the way. I will not drop my own protection to follow you. I am not a fool. You think I will drop my good score to come and follow your Bible? I need a crazy. I not be mumu. I go even rather add more to ram than drop my own, come follow your own that will make me a sheep or a slave, a Bible carrying church rats. I will not be that person. Okay? I rather be the hero in my own story and make you the volume of the story. Now, so it just be. So this is a decision you need to make for yourself. Anything you are doing, do it very well. If you are practicing African spirituality, practice and well. Know and well, like your left and your right hand. Okay? Now, so it just be. Know how to protect yourself and protect what you value, what means something to you. So this notion of forgiveness is a lie, a scam, and it makes you weak. You cannot be a Neteru if you continue to forgive. So I think I have said enough for you for this topic. I thank you very much, Jaden. I thank you for the donation, and very, very happy and delighted for people that have been watching this channel. I hope a word is enough for the wise. So I will go today, and of course, if you have not gotten my book, this is the book here. I need to say it: Whispers of Amente. This book are the whispers from the spirit world. Our ancient Kemetic ancestors, they inspired me to write this book for people that want to make contact with them, want to bring them into this physical reality, want to resurrect them back to life. Yes, it is possible. This book can give you the keys that you can use to bring back the ancient Kemetic deities in you, to reawaken them, and to balance your skills. It will help you balance your skills, balance your karma, and do the needful. So take the initiative today. Get this book. In anything we are getting, get wisdom. Now wait till you not know, now your mate stay past you. Okay, then if you want to know how to do spells, walking in the shadow of the gods, this book is here. Over 200 spells. Spell for wellness, for protection, for prosperity, for love, for many things. It will increase your capacity in no small way. If you are not gotten this, get it. Please get it from me. Or don't go. It's in Amazon, but don't buy it from there. Their process is too long. If you get it from me, you contact me. I will sell to you directly. No wasting time. No middleman. I don't even know why I put that book in Amazon. It is slowing the process. This one, Quantum Physics. First book on quantum physics in the history of Nigeria. Very powerful book. Everything you need to know about the subject in simplistic terms. This book will open your eyes to what is really going on in the area of quantum physics and African spirituality. This book is a gateway into the past, present, and future. Talks about different hardcore topics: time travel, space travel, negative space, the applications of quantum physics, benefits of different kind of things. So I cannot overstress this. You need to have your copy. It is a high opener. Okay, it's a real high opener, and it will expand your consciousness to unlimited places. So please get the 3 of them, and in anything you are getting, get wisdom once again. Okay, then if you want to learn African spirituality, I have a 6-month program where I teach it from the history to the science to the metaphysics and to the hardcore spirituality. You can join that program as well. Then also too, if you want to buy your spiritual products, or you can contact me. I have so many spiritual products for sale. Maybe the next video I will display them in case people have forgotten about them. Then I also do oracle tarot divination. If you want to do divination, I do that. Or if you have serious issues that defy uh, Western medical situations, court cases, hard court cases, and difficult situations, you can contact me. We solve all those problems by the principles of quantum physics. Then, apart from that, I'm still here with you. If you want to learn, keep watching this channel. You will know so many things. Okay, for those people that have been with me, I'm very delighted that we are growing every day. So I'll go from now, and I will see you in the next video as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.